Hello and welcome back to my channel, Disney Jaws Mac 1965. It's lovely to have you with us. Today we're looking at day 6, which is to Cobh in Southern Ireland, which is near Cork. You could get a train to get there. So this is me with my emerald ears for the day. And on the way to breakfast, we bumped into Daisy Duck in her beautiful medieval costume. This is us sailing into Cobh. Now unfortunately it was very rainy and it was very slippery outside, and when we saw how steep the hills were around Cobh, because it's set on a hillside, we decided that it probably wasn't safe for me to get off and go around the town in my wheelchair. So the big decision was that Mick would get off and I'd go and sit in concierge lounge for the morning, which was lovely because they really look after me in there, and it was really nice to be made a fuss of. Having said that, the actual ramps to get off didn't look too bad, and Mick said if it had been a lovely day, it would have been fine for me to get off. You can see how beautiful the little town of Cobh is though, with all the bright coloured housing. There you go, it's a better shot of seeing them all there. And there was the tribute to the Titanic. And Mick got off, and the first thing he saw was the Titanic statue there. And this one was for the Lusitania people who died. As you can see, the front of the Cobh was fairly flat, but to get up to some of the actual things you wanted to see was very, very steep. So on a slippery day, wet day, slippery day, wouldn't have been good for me in my chair. There was a museum about the Titanic in Cobh, and I'll show you that in a minute. This is another one of the squares. There were quite a few of these little square areas, and on a nice day it would be lovely to go and sit and have a drink there. This building there with the white star, that was the museum about the Titanic, but you needed to book. Apparently it was very good, and I would have loved to have gone there, but unfortunately it was too wet and rainy for me. And this is us saying goodbye to Cobh. And you can hear the horns as we leave. We had lunch that day in the Royal Palace. Had leek and potato soup, roast beef with a red wine jus. There's one of the beautiful chandeliers with Cinderella slipper. And I had a banana split. I haven't had banana split for a long time, so it was lovely. Here's me with my evening ears. And we went to see Just John and Paul, the Lennon-McCartney show in the theatre. It was really good. Nice just to have an hour of singing and clapping to the Beatles songs. It would have been better if the other two Beatles had been there, though. Anyway, back to Royal Palace for tea, for evening meal. And there's our official photo. I have to say, we did like Royal Palace, so it was great to be able to have a couple of nice meals there. I had the white onion soup with the caraway seeds, and Mick had the shrimp with dill. I had my favourite, which is venison with red cabbage and potato croquettes. And Mick, yet again, had the fish with some sort of pepper underneath. This was our amazing server, May. She was drink server. She was amazing. And I had the hot chocolate pudding, and Mick had apple pie and ice cream. And these were our evening photos that night. Actually quite nice ones, these are not too bad. Some of them during the week weren't that brilliant. Not keen on that background, it clashed with my shirt. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. The last vlog of this series is to come, and it's about Paolo. Thank you again for watching.